Hello, welcome back to Poverty PVMer, the series where I try to complete the Master Combat achievements while on a strict budget based on total level and combat tier. Last time, we finished Wintertot, getting almost halfway to completing the easy tier. This time, I'm going to carry on with that plan, working towards the remaining CAs I need to finish the tier, with Temperos, killing some monsters, and the final 4 points. So, on the way to Wintertot, I passed by the library and I realized, wait a second, I don't need to be waiting for my 30 air runes and 30 mind runes every 30 minutes. I can just come here and get a ton of magic levels, get tons of XP, lots of accuracy for killing the mobs I have to for the easy combat achievements, and there's no downside other than time. So, I'm gonna be here for a bit. We'll see how long I decide to stay. Okay, this should easily be enough for 50 magic. Let's see. Yep, there it is. 50 magic in just under 2 hours from level 14, giving us 394 total. So that's a whole lot of stats for basically free. And I'm in an area with a rune shop. I feel like I should just be able to pickpocket some GP, buy some runes, and try to knock out some of the kill combat achievements. I'll start with the Hellhound, and then we'll try the 3 giants in the Shazian Giant Cave. Okay, so Regath is a scam artist, and only sells air runes at 5 GP each when they're worth way less. So we got 36 of each rune type, and filled the rest of our budget with a few chocolate slices. This is going to be a little harder than I expected, because there's these skeletons that are all aggressive on me, there's this possessed pickaxe that's aggressive on me, here's all the Hellhounds who max an 11, and brutal blue dragons are right beyond there, so I need to find a safe spot. So let's do that now. Hopefully not die in the process. And it's in multi, right? That was dumb. That was really dumb. I might find another place to kill Hellhounds. So, after claiming my runes back from death, I've decided that the correct place to kill Hellhounds is going to be the wilderness. It's clearly much safer than the Catacombs of Kourend. So, as long as nobody shows up, this should be straightforward, and I don't actually know if I can farcast from here. Will you run away from me if I do this? Yes, but it doesn't matter. Alright, hopefully this works. I'll see you if it does. Alright, that was much, much faster than trying to flinch it like I did the fire giant. This is great. Eat the chocolate slice, don't kill me. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, next up is to go back to Lumbridge, claim our free runes, and go do the giants as planned. I'm pretty sure those are in singles, and a lot easier to find a safe spot for, so that should be a little easier. Okay, here we are in the giant cave, with no food. I don't think hill giants hit very hard. We're going to start with the fire giant because it's going to take the longest, and depending on how flinching goes, I might try to flinch a hill giant or a moss giant. It might be faster than going to get more runes. But first of all, let's just see how this fire giant kill goes. Hopefully much, much, much faster than the one at the waterfall. And thank God for Project Rebalance. That was way easier than the one in the waterfall. I never should have flinched it, as much fun as it was for the first episode. Magic is definitely the way forward for a lot of the remainder of this. Certainly for the rest of the easy tier. Now let's see how bad a hill giant's gonna be. It's only got 35 HP, I think I'll flinch it. Yeah, that was really quick. Decent accuracy on these guys, and my max hit is much higher with a training sword. I definitely should have brought that when doing the fire giant originally. So the last question then is how bad moss giants are going to be. Let's find out. 60 HP. I'm down to sit here for 60 HP. Okay, that took a little longer than I would have liked, but that is all 3 giants done. Into the Den of Giants completed. I think next up is the Greater Demon after I go restock on some runes. Okay, that's the runes reacquired, and I think we're gonna kill the Greater Demon in the Catacombs. These Necreals aren't aggressive, and I don't... This definitely can't one-hit me. And, oh, I can just cast it from here. Alright, let's hope that 32 casts is enough. And that is the last wind strike. Got a little bit more to chip down, but it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, for a second there I was thinking I wasn't actually going to get the kill and had to go get more runes. I was doing less damage than it was regenning. Thank God for Project Rebalance. That would have been way more tedious if I didn't have Wind Strike dealing 8 damage. Alright, and that is the Greater Demon done. We're almost halfway to the easy tier, and that, I think, is going to be the last kill random mob CA that I have to do to get there. I might be wrong about that, and I might have to dip into some of the more difficult ones to pull it off, but I think between Temperos and some other CA plans that I have, this should be just enough to hit the easy tier. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to get fishing up to 35 for Temperos, and I figured I'd at least give the small fishing net a try, and it looks like it actually fits pretty cleanly in the budget. I've got 100 GP to spare, so I should just be able to train fishing straight to 35 with this. Shrimps and anchovies might be a little slow. I might try to find something else, but this should be doable, so I'll be back when I have the level for Temperos, I guess, or when I decide on my fishing method. Okay, that's 30 fishing. I think I'm gonna try something different for the rest of my fishing training. I'm gonna go to Fishing Trawler. It occurs to me that Fishing Trawler actually gives experience, and I need the Angler's outfit for a combat achievement. So I'll see you there. Alright, we're finishing up the first game of Fishing Trawler. Let's see how much XP it is for one game. I think we get the XP when we inspect, maybe? 363. Obviously, we're going to trash all of it. But 363 XP, I think I need roughly 10,000 XP to get to level 35. So that's like 30 games. Honestly, that's really not that bad. I think I'm happy to stay here and just chill until 35 fishing. Hey, no progression in this clip. I've got 11 KC so far at the Fishing Trawler, no Angler's pieces. But I just wanted to say that I've made a few changes to my setup. First of all, you'll notice a plugin right above my chat box, which tracks my budget, current value, and remaining GP allowed. So if I pick up this plank, it'll tell me that I'm over budget. If I drop it, we're back to normal. I had a friend who was watching episode 1 and said that he thought he could edit the Dude Where's My Stuff plugin locally to provide this, and it works very well. I think going forward, I'm going to try to be using this, and I think I'll be able to improve it a little bit to maybe track high alchemy values for untradeable items. So we'll see where I end up going with that. I haven't decided. The other is that I received some feedback that playing on fixed or stretched mode would be a better viewer experience, which makes sense to me. I've been resistant to it just because I'm so used to my current setup. But I'm going to try it out for a while and see if I can get used to it. I'm a little worried about doing fast gear switches and prayer swaps, but I mean, it's probably just practice makes perfect, right? So anyway, I'm going to get back to the Fishing Trawler, but I just figured that this was worth a clip. Hell yeah, Angler Boots at 17 KC. That is the first one. Let's go. Alrighty, this should be 34 fishing, no second angler's feast. That's fine though. We can equip our first. And now just one more level until Temperos is unlocked. Hell yeah, Angler Top. That is 2 out of 4. 20 KC. There's the Angler Legs at 22 KC. We are speeding through this. Just one more piece. Oh, I think I missed it. Yep, 35 fishing. That should be Temperos unlocked. Alright, there is the Angler Hat. So that is completing all of it. We are now 4 out of 4. Hey, Editing Kiwi here. I want to pause on this frame to point out that I did go over budget here. Each angler's outfit piece is worth 60 GP High Alchemy. I had done some runs with only a hammer, but it was super RNG to finish a kill. It was pretty annoying at the time that I was at the mercy of the Grand Exchange for whether the runs were consistent or not, and in the end I got so frustrated that I just went over budget. I regret this, and I will make it up later at the end of the episode. Going forward, the plugin is edited to handle high alch values of untradeables, so this shouldn't happen again. Alrighty, here we are at our first game of Temperos, and if I'm right, there should be a harpoon in here. Excellent. And so this harpoon puts us at 79 current value, and the full angler outfit is 240 GP, so out of the 329 left, we can definitely afford it. One thing we don't have, which is interesting, is a rope. I think picking that up would cause us to go over value, so we're going to get hit by this wave unless I go early and drop my harpoon. But frankly, the only reason I got this angler's outfit was for the one combat achievement that requires me to complete Temperos without it. Or with it. And so, I'm just gonna suffer through this game. That might be shit without a rope. And then I'm going to drop the angler's outfit. It hurts, but I think that's the right thing to do. I don't need the extra XP bonus, I just need the combat achievement. So, while I'm already doing an inefficient kill of Temperos anyway... Oh, here comes another wave. Hold on. This should cost me a few fish. Yep, that hurts. Oh well. I might as well get the annoying combat achievement of run around both of the ships and load all of the crates. And there we are. That is the first Temperos combat achievement. First of many. And that's it. Dress like you mean it. For completing it while wearing the angler's outfit. As my reward for that, goodbye, angler's outfit. The item you'd like to put down is considered valuable. Yeah, I know. It's roughly a value of 240 GP. I think I'll live. Oh, right, there's a combat achievement for repairing the mast. That is another one done. Alright, and that is 8 KC at Temperos. If we go to the bosses section of the combat tasks, we're missing 4. Master of Buckets, which is extinguish 5 fires, I'll get that in a solo. Subdue 10 times, which I plan to do in 2 more solos. The Lone Angler, which is solo. And Y Cook, which is its own special brand of problem that we will tackle after doing the other 3. So I actually decided to try my hand at Y Cook on the first solo I did, and it honestly wasn't that bad. My plan was to attempt the firefighting method on the wiki to maximize points. The 2 problems that worried me were my fishing level being too low to get enough fish in the first phase, and my budget being too low to carry enough buckets for firefighting. Luckily, I was just barely able to get enough fish to not lose in the first phase. After that, I just used 6 buckets instead of a full inventory. Instead of leaving all the firefighting until the very end, I did as much each phase as I could without risking losing the run. All I needed to guarantee 10 permits at the end was 8,300 points, and by doing this alternating fishing, cooking, firefighting strategy, I was able to one and done the combat achievement. Alrighty, I don't think I have enough time to actually complete this. I don't think I can do another round of putting out fires. So we're at 8265. I think we're just going to barely make it to 8300, which will guarantee the 10 permit CA. I didn't think this was going to work first try. I thought this was going to be a lot harder with my lower fishing level and not having enough buckets. But it turns out that being miserable for the first part and letting the fire spread all on this area was exactly what I needed to do. So that should be, as soon as I stab this, Y Cook and the Lone Angler. And in the middle of that, we also got the 5 fire CA. So all we need is a single KC. So I'm just going to head back to the Master World and do that. I'll be right back. Alrighty, there is 10 KC at Temperos, and I believe the combat achievements greened. So that puts us at just 4 points away from the easy tier, and I have just the combat achievement in mind. Welcome to the location of the final task for the easy tier, the Chambers of Xeric. You can probably tell by the inventory, we've got the runes for 17 casts of Wind Strike, we've got a training bow and training arrows, 0 GP worth, and we've got a hammer, and we've got our fists. And that should be enough to complete the crab's room, right over there. So, the combat achievement that we're going to be going for is, of course, under Chambers of Xeric. It is Master Tier, so worth 5 points, one more than we actually need. Playing with lasers. Clear the Crystal Crab's room without wasting an orb after the first crystal has been activated. So, this is the hope that I can complete this. Okay, so the thing I'm worried about with the crabs is getting 3 on me simultaneously, but I think that's fine as long as I live for a bit. The timer doesn't start until I activate that cyan crystal right there. Slam a Wind Strike, because why not? Oh god, it splashed. That's horrifying. Oh, I don't like this. Please work. There's no way. What? Really? Why? Why can't I hit? Hello? What's that fucking magic level? Huh? Alright, plan B, I guess. Welcome back to Plan B, or what I would like to call, God, this is going to take even longer than the Fire Giant. You can see right over there is Guardians. If we go to Bosses and Chambers of Xeric, there's an Elite tier task, I think, called something. Dancing with Statues. Receive kill credit for a Stone Guardian without taking damage from falling rocks. And please God, let this thing be worth like no GB. Oh, we're so lucky. Alright, we equip. Put it on Smash. And let's get to it. Maybe another one. Does he regen instantly? That does not bode well. I think it might be time for Plan C. I will return when I think of Plan C. I really thought that was going to work. Okay, so one thing I haven't actually mentioned in a clip yet is I have updated this plugin now. It does actually track untradeables. And I do have this Clue Scroll Beginner and this Ghost Speak Amulet in my bank. If I drop the Clue Scroll, there goes 12 GP. If I drop the Ghost Speak Amulet, there goes 21 GP. And you might ask, but Kiwi, you had a exception for quest untradeables, like the Ghost Speak Amulet. And to which my answer is, yeah, I made it because they weren't being tracked by the Dude Where's My Stuff plugin and it seemed annoying. Now they are. And it seems less annoying. So I'm killing that exception. Anyway, my budget's going to be a bit easier to follow now as I try to figure out how on earth I'm going to get this combat achievement. At this point, my best guess is that Wind Strike was too weak for the crab. And it does hit 8s, so I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Fire Strike is also probably too weak. So our next bet is Wind Bolt. So remember earlier when I bought some runes from Regath and complained about how he's a scam artist and sells his air runes for 6 GP each? Like 10 squares north. These are sold for 4 each. So, alright, I guess. My bad. Anyway, here we are. We get 2 whole Wind Bolts. I got my arrows back. I guess we try again. Here's my hammer. Surely it's not worth 79 GP. I don't know why I speak. I'm really hopeful this chaos spell works. And oh god, oh no. Man. I forgot to insta-smash. That's on me. I'm gonna pick up these arrows and restart. Okay, alright. It's exactly the same layout. For grabs, at least. Something about a third time is the charm, yeah? Alright, it is green. The instant this thing hits my crab, we go. Pop up. Now, Wind Bolt. Aimed at this sucker. Please. Yes! Now we just don't die. It's beautiful. Hit the crystal. Oh my god, I don't know if I've ever been this happy to finish a crab's room. You've completed enough combat achievement tasks to unlock the easy tier rewards. You can now claim your rewards from Gommel. Can I help you? I'm here to talk about combat achievements. I think I've completed a tier. I've completed some more combat achievement tasks. I don't know why I said some more. It was only my first tier, but alright. Yeah, I'm expecting my easy rewards. Give me a lamp and a hilt. We get some extra rewards that I will pop on screen now, but I do not care about them this second. What I do care about is changing this multiplier from 1 to 10. And our budget has now 10x'd. We can have up to 4,340 GP at a time. The hilt is equipped. And after 1 day and 4 hours of game time, we've entered the medium tier. 103 points till the next one. I feel like the entire game is just unlocked with having 4,000 points, and I have a few things that I've been waiting to do until I have a larger budget. So, let's do it. However, before we do any of that, I still feel pretty bad about breaking my restriction during the angler grind. So I'm going to come here. As soon as the ship leaves, I'm going to pick up a hammer from these boxes, and I'm just going to go until I get another angler piece using only the hammer. Excellent. Alright, there are the angler boots that took 9 KC. And I am happy with that. We did it entirely just with the hammer and the bailing bucket, and I now feel like I actually did the grind correctly. And you better know I'm dropping this again. I need that GP. And that's it for this episode. Next time, we'll be taking full advantage of our new budget to complete more combat achievements, use the lamp we got from the easy CAs, and just in general progress the account. I'll see you then.